What has it been like working with him, not just here, but also with the Patriots? What is the dynamic like? Do you feel like you influence each other just as much as your dad influences you both?
Yeah, I mean, just speaking for myself, you'd have to ask Brian, but, both my brother and my dad have a big influence on me. Obviously, we have a very close relationship that goes back, a long ways, but it's great to be working with both of them again. Specifically to my brother, I couldn't be happier that he's here. He stayed in New England last year, and I left, but it was a tough year not being with him, not being with my dad, but definitely happy to work with my brother. We see a lot of the stuff the same. Grew up kind of the same way, with the same, structure and development in terms of our coaching and how we see the game. So it's great to work with a person like that. All the other coaches on the defensive staff have been, they've been great also. I don't want to say anything about them. Those guys have completely embraced the system or have been part of the system in the past. So no, I love working with all the coaches. Not as much the offensive guys, but I love the defensive staff.
Second row in the middle here.
Tom Shanahan, All Sports Discussion. Your dad had an interesting answer when talking about you guys always being around football. So he never pushed you into coaching. Can you talk about that process? And he also said we'd have to ask you if you had aspirations for another career. Can you talk about what brought you into coaching?
Yeah, I mean, just being around the game, being around the guys, going all the way back to my grandpa. It's kind of, part of the family. My mom always told me that I could do something better with my life, but I just kind of fell in love with the game. I appreciate my mom for saying that, and at this point I understand a little bit what she's saying, but, my grandpa used to say, if you love what you do, then you never work a day in your life, and especially during training camp where it's, just all football. The month of August is dedicated to football and getting ready for the football season, and I really enjoy that. I love that. It's a great time. Every other day in the year is an important day to get into the season, but this is a time where the wheels really get spinning, and just really excited for the year.
Middle front row here.
Steve, Rod Baxley, Fayetteville Observer. What do you remember about those initial conversations with your dad and the interview process, so to speak, about joining him here? That was a long time ago. Lots happened since then. But having the opportunity to work with my dad and my brother was just, something I couldn't pass up. I can't say enough good things and how much I appreciate Coach Fish out of Washington giving me that opportunity. That was huge for me. I'll always be indebted to him, but being able to come back, work with my dad, work with my brother, it was just, I couldn't pass it up.
Far right, second row.
These guys kind of asked, but was there ever any chance that you wouldn't come and work with your dad? And then, obviously, he's become a bigger than life celebrity here in the last couple months. Did you ever sense any change in him, or was he surprised at all that there was this much attention being paid to his whole life?
Yeah, I've never thought he was that cool, but that's your guys' opinion. But I said it earlier. I'm just messing around. He's, I look up to him so much, but yeah, there was definitely a chance. I mentioned it earlier. I'm my own person. I'm going to do my own thing. Being with him was important. That wasn't, the only piece of the decision, but I got a family to feed. I got, people to provide for. I don't count on him to do that. I'm going to do that myself. I'm a man, so it was a tough decision. It was hard leaving those guys, but here I am, and it's time to go.